Hey, iPhone, in the briefing room, we'll start our iPhone.
Okay, no problem. See you later.
Alright, so here we are. We're off the ILS mixed. Good. We got our mixed approach instructions. Timing left turn, direct paradigms. Right? Got it back in here. Talking about this right in here, right? These, for both those approaches you did. Right? Okay, just a little bit off and not quite direct to the station. You got a little bit north of there, okay?
Yeah, I shoot direct to paradigms.
Just get there, get that needle centered. Now, once we got there, he sent us off on his own head, right? So he sent us off on vectors. Right between here and here, great place to do your approach briefing. Get that localizer.
Do the localizer approach briefing then.
Get it done right there, okay? Because you always have to assume that once you reach 3,000 feet, you are in IMC. These for the sake of practice approaches. Now you're stuck in the clouds. Try to do an approach briefing, and all you see is white and gray. Rain on your windshield, you're going to be, hard up for that. So, but here's good. We came in, intercepted that final approach quite nicely, coming down. Okay. So there it is. Okay. So right here, these are the limits of your localizer. Get this out of the way. So the whole localizer, right? What's the between localizer and ILS?
We use the...
Right. So
we don't have the glide slope information.
There's no glide slope information. They should not supposed to be. Okay?
Yeah.
So we have step down altitudes.
Yes.
Or when we go from our final approach fix, the outer fix or final approach, we have an altitude we have to go down and maintain. We just want to get down there. We're as safe and expedient as possible, maintain that altitude for a set amount of time. So they won't do it. Okay? That's when you have to do.
So time.
And you did, which was good. Now, when doing so, it's very important to maintain
90.
Constant airspeed, right? And this plane is going to be 90. Might be different than some other plane, right? But it'll tell you on the charts how long you have to time the approach for. Why is that important?
Because we use the constant speed and the time to calculate the distance to the missed approach point.
Good, to the missed approach point. So if you're going much faster than the time you're using, you're eating up more of that distance quicker.
Yes. Therefore,
you're going to end up missed approach far beyond the point which it was intended. If that happens, it doesn't guarantee you any sort of terrain avoidance. And in the clouds, that could be dangerous. Right? So it would be dangerous. So it came off here, came off the missed approach, which was good. You just leveled off and you stayed at the missed approach altitude, straight down runway heading until you reached your time. Once you reached your time, you still couldn't see the runway, you went missed approach. Okay. Alright. Which was good. This missed approach looked kind of like the last one. Right? It wasn't quite direct to the station, kind of holding towards the station. But we'll work on that. Okay. We're going to work on that coming in there.
Direct to paradise.
But now direct to paradise, we're going to go. We went out and we practiced some holes. Yes. We went out there on the racetrack about 5 times. Proper holding is very important to do. We can definitely help you out in a situation where agency might not expect actually a hold, coming in. You're most likely to actually get a hold from bigger airports. Pause this real quick. Figure out. Alright. What kind of hold entry? Coming in from over here, what kind of hold entry are we going to have?
It should be the parallel entry.
It's going to be the parallel entry. Right?
Yes.
How do you know that?
Okay, because when we fly to the director, fly to the paradise, the holding pattern is in front and the left side of me. Yeah. So that's the way we use the parallel entry.
Gotcha. Okay. That's one way to do it. Good. So for the parallel entry, once cross station U.
I turn 078 time 1 minute twist 078 throttle and then 3000 believe so. 3,000 and 3,500.
Yeah, 3,500 feet for holding.
Yeah, and the talk if we need.
And talk. Remember, by talk it means, of course, turn talk. Was I supposed to announce my inbound? Am I coming inbound? What should I be saying if anything? Right. So you're turning outbound to 078 to intercept the radial 078, not just the heading. Okay. This snare we turned right back, direct to paradise, and started flying circles. Now, what's the whole goal of your first lap in the HUD?
We fly inbound for 1 minute.
Fly inbound for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Good. So, the first time around, what you want to do is you want to really figure out where the winds are coming from, so you can get a good judge on the second time around for how your hold's going to look. Here, as you can tell, the winds are kind of pushing us inside the hold, aren't they? Right? Which will be very apparent when you try and turn inbound. Going out on the first time, you're not really going to notice it until you actually try and intercept your course. But what happened here?
Okay, so we turn, we find this intercept the inbound leg too early.
Yeah, a little bit. That wind pushed you out, so you had to come back and grab that course.
Yes.
From right there, you timed our 1 minute leg.
Yes.
Right. And we're a little bit over our time on that 1 minute leg. Right. So on this outbound leg, now that we know that we overshot our heading a little bit, so we need to add some wind correction. Usually about 3 times the correction you need on the inbound leg is what you want to use on the outbound leg to compensate for that. Okay. We shorten the time up a little bit. It looks like here that we miscalculated a little bit on our wind correction. We kind of overdid it the other way. But that's okay. Came back in.
Maintain heading to 10 to intercept.
It looks like it was a nice little intercept. It came in, got your needle, got the radial inbound. Once you got wings level on your right time. Good. So now the third time around, now we're okay. We did too much last time, too little. Went right down the middle, just cut it in half. And look what happens. Much nicer patterns around the board, isn't it? Alright. So that's the way to do it. Your first time around a hold's not going to be perfect unless there's no wind. It's not going to be perfect at all. Your second time should be a little closer. The third time you should have it pretty good. Okay. So now you know if ATC puts you in a 30-minute holding pattern, which can happen, especially at bigger airports. That they put you up there for weather, things like that. At least now you know. The whole time you're going to be turning outbound with this heading, turning inbound with this small the whole time. Making small adjustments as the winds change. Okay. Well, that was good. And then we had a equipment malfunction.
Okay.
It wasn't a pilot malfunction, it was an equipment malfunction.
I cannot do that.
Yeah, and you weren't flying like that, I hope not. I don't know why I was.
I don't even know how to fly that.
Right, so we get right there, and that was good. Nice good holds coming in. Now our last and final approach was what?
VOR approach.
There's a VOR approach into
the Corona.
Into Corona. Very good. So the whole of this approach on the VOR is you got to be really precise. Okay, you got to have your airspeed precise, your vertical speed, your descent rate's got to be pretty close to what you need. You definitely don't want to blow past your time above your minimums. Okay, so you really want to get down there in a quick, stabilized descent, so you reach your minimums well before the intended time. Okay. It looks like here your vertical speed, you're kind of compensated here. I just saw 1,200 feet down there. Right. I don't know how accurate that was, but I think I saw 1,000 in the plane. So. Definitely got down there. If you're going that much, it means you're compensating for not doing enough earlier in the descent. But we got down to our 1,700 feet, which was good. We got there in your time. Once we got there on our time, we leveled off, waved, and circled to land. Okay. We talked about this before. Do you have to circle on a stroke approach? No, you don't. You don't have to do it.
No, we just land safely.
You can just land safely as long as you can make a normal approach on the altitude which you have visual of the airport environment. Okay. So this was good. And when can we descend from the circling altitude?
Okay, after we have the visual reference on the runway.
Once we have the visual reference.
Runway number or the rolling in like something like this.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different things you can see, right?
Yeah.
A good way to think of it is you want to see the paint pavement or the lightings around the airport.
Yeah.
That's a good time where you can go and descend from there. Okay. All in all, right? It was a good flight doing that. Any questions on the flight?
No.
Okay. I think for this, it's good. You can actually get to see a visual of what you're doing over the air.
Okay. Yes.
Definitely help. I hope it helps.
Yeah, it really helps.
So I think what we need to work on here is we got to work on just radials, get direct to the station.
Okay.
Or to work on just some trim a little bit, maintain that altitude. That was a hard landing, by the way. Work on that.
Okay.
All right. So work on that. Work on the VOR approach. Okay. We need to work on VOR approach. Really getting that dialed in, and of course getting those briefings done sooner rather than later.
Okay.
If you're doing them on the inbound leg, you're way behind. Okay.
That's good.
So.